The Last of Us Part 2 is a complex and emotional story that follows Ellie, a young woman immune to the fungal infection that has devastated humanity. Set in a post apocalyptic world, the game explores themes of revenge, trauma, and the cycle of violence as Ellie seeks retribution for a tragic event that affects her deeply. The narrative unfolds through a series of flashbacks and present day events, revealing the motivations and backstories of various characters. Ellie's journey takes her across the United States where she encounters different groups of survivors, each with their own methods of coping with the end of the world. As the story progresses, players experience the consequences of Ellie's actions and impact they have on those around her. The game challenges players' morality and prompts them to consider the cost of vengeance. The Last of Us opens up where Joel is telling his story to Tommy, and Joel is headed to save Ellie from the hospital at this point. This is a Last of Us 1 flashback, and there's a lot inside of this game. Joel has been keeping the secret from Ellie for a very long time, but Ellie always mentions Joel. Ellie asking what happened in that hospital. Fireflies were on the way to find a cure, and Joel didn't let that happen. Joel and Ellie's relationship are always around this topic of Joel trying to keep this secret from Ellie, what actually happened inside of the hospital. Joel doesn't like telling her the truth about him saving her, and throughout the story you get to understand Ellie gets really upset over Joel of him not telling her the truth over the story. And as it progresses through the story, kind of wish that Naughty Dog would have went a different route with this kind of topic, but it makes sense as the story goes. Joel and Tommy get ready their horses and head to town. For this part, it was so cool, and being able to ride a horse was really awesome, and I'm glad this part was in The Last of Us 2. It will be used going forward. Joel shows up at Ellie's cabin where she's currently staying, and while drawing pictures of what she also sees, Joel sings a song to Ellie.
Me that you won't laugh.
I won't laugh. I won't.
I'm trusting you. If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I've not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts I've no need for anymore, 'cause I believe, 'cause I can see our future days of you and me.
Joel keeps promises Joel would teach Ellie how to play guitar, and Ellie said,
No. No. I don't know the first thing
I
about
promised that I'd teach you how to play.
You did.
and Joel tells a joke to Ellie, and this was a wholesome moment.
Do you remember the joke?
What is the downside to eating a clock? It's time consuming.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. Good night, kiddo.
The next part we cut off here into Ellie waking up in her cabin 4 years later. Wow, she's all grown up now. Jesse knocks on Ellie's door, dragging on Ellie for sleeping in. Ellie's response was, "Oh, it was just a kiss," and it follows up with this.
She kissed me. It was just Dina being Dina. She didn't mean anything by it.
I was talking about your fight with Seth. Wait, you kissed Dina?
Oh. I thought this...
We're broken up 1 week and you make a move on my girl?
No. She was probably just trying to make you jealous. I would never... Fuck, this is awkward.
I'm messing with you, man. I don't care. Get dressed.
You're the worst.
It's kind of fucked up you did that.
As Ellie puts her stuff in her backpack to get ready to go out, she also grabs her knife, and Ellie also has a love for petting dogs, and this was a beautiful moment.
Hey, old timer. Yeah, get a good scratch.
And this next scene follows up going Ellie walking into a bar, and she was forced to accept apology from what happened to the previous night.
It has to say.
Do it for me, please.
Fine.
Seth, come here.
Fuck me.
Hey. Look, last night I was drinking too much.
Sure.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry. Maria tells me that you and Dina are headed out. I made you some sandwiches.
Okay.
Your steak.
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah. Well, you be safe out there.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
So Ellie meets up with Dina, which is we saw in the trailer of the kiss, and Dina was apologizing to Ellie to apologize for her actions of kissing her and the way she acted around everybody, and Ellie just accepted it. And Dina was telling her how she loves how Ellie she lets her finish her sentences.
Shouldn't have kissed you in front of all of those people.
No, you were drunk. It's fine.
Well, still, I don't want you to think.
No, I'm not reading into it or anything. Just...
You know what I love about you? How you let me finish my sentences.
All right. Well, we should probably get going.
Yeah.
We meet another new character called Abby, and Owen is her boyfriend, I should say, and Owen takes her to a place to talk to her.
It's not just that, though.
Should I say congrats?
When everyone else sees this, they're going to want to turn back.
As the story progresses and the gameplay goes further, you play as Abby, take down some clickers and take out some zombies and try to be stealthy. You can scavenge for other ammo and other items on the way, and then the snow just makes it more harder to even travel to her next destination. As the gameplay goes on, you will switch between Ellie and Abby throughout the story, and it gets a little a side-by-side comparison of how the story goes from each perspective of the person. At some points during The Last of Us 2, while just exploring these buildings and different kinds of areas, you will run into these safes. And if you look through your secret messages through your menu, you actually read through it and see the possible of the secret codes that are hidden through these messages, or you can just look up a video and get it instantly yourself. But you will require more resources to upgrade your weapons and other stuff to really advance your gameplay later on and make your experience more easier. The amount of details in The Last of Us Part 2 when you're just playing through these dark, miserable miserable areas during the nighttime or during the day with all these dust particles and just everything. You can see every little detail, and it's so good. Last of Us 2 does a very good job of delivering gameplay and a lot of scary moments and just gruesome moments of taking down clickers and just trying to be silent while going through gameplay. It can be really scary at sometimes, but just exploring, looting, and just getting all the generic stuff you need to survive. As your gameplay, as you move on, once you find these pills or resources, you can actually use those to actually advance your gameplay and upgrade your health or your movement speed, and whatever benefits your gameplay the most, you can use that toward whatever you want and pretty much suits whatever you're doing. One of the insane moments is entering the store and then just like throwing stuff, using the environment to really into tricking the clickers and the zombies and the infection to go to that direction, and using all the environment to set up a diversion and really use the bottles or whatever Molotovs and using gunshots to maneuver around objects to really tricking the infection, the clickers or zombies, and just pretty much making the gameplay much harder. But it can get to points where they can be coming at you really quickly, and the way you approach it is really the way how it's gonna go. You can play it aggressively, you can play it silently, you can use like the bottle store bottles and makes noise, and you can set up a diversion. And what I mean by diversion is you can actually create a sound, then you can go do a sneak attacks on behind them, then you can create this more stealthy gameplay other than just going gun blazing. If you ever see this workbench, you can use whatever resources you have and upgrade your weapons to have better recoil or have a bigger mag that hold more bullets or better aim, whatever you want to do, whatever contributes the most to you, that's what you can pick. Ellie and Dina find a little weed farm here and they have a little fun, which I don't like how the story showing the audience the drugs they're doing right now and the weed. I know weed is not really a big deal, but showing this between, Ellie and Dina, I wouldn't think that they would do this to kind of gameplay to Ellie, because I figure they would just do some more positive things with Ellie. But I guess they're showing her grow up and doing things that we're not supposed to do, but we all done this once in our lifetime. But I guess it goes with the story, and I don't know how I feel about this moment, but it's whatever, man. It's part of the gameplay, it's part of how it goes, and I'm not mad at this part at all. But I wish they would took a different route or a different direction other than just weed. So hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So after the last cutscene that transferred us to playing Ellie, now we're back to Abby and we're back into the snowy area. We're playing as her right now, and I do love the snowy environments that Last of Us 2 has to offer, other than just it being sunny and just that's that. But no, it's like, no, we're gonna add different weather environments and gameplay to really change up the environment and how you play it and how you see things and how clear everything is. And the snow really puts it up there, and just fighting all these clickers and zombie station, you gotta dodge them through like these weird objects and just running through the snow and sliding down hills. And it really adds a lot of gameplay to it, and especially when whatever weather it is actually going to affect your gameplay or not. So if it's snowy, is it going to be slippery? Is it going to be icy? Or if it's wet, is you going to slip on your ass and fall? Or you're going to fall in the water? You're going to freeze to death? Or is the weather actually going to affect the gameplay, or how real the gameplay is going to get? It gets to the part where Abby is literally running for her life from the clickers and zombies and infection, and she gets to the part where she's going through tight spaces and trying to look for an area to be in a safe place, but she comes up against this fence locked up against a building, and she's trying to get through here with a fence being overrun by zombies, and she's trying to get through there, and she gets a little help from someone we know. So at this part, Joel and Tommy help out Abby because she was stuck in a sticky situation, and let's see what happens when it goes further on. So we get to this point of the gameplay and the cutscene where the blizzard is kind of pushing us into safety, but something doesn't really seem right. Joel and Tommy don't really like talking to strangers because, bad stuff always happen, and it seems like in this part that Abby was quite confused of what was going on, and she started to realize what was actually happening and probably getting flashbacks. But at this moment, I knew something was up. up. It just sucked that, Tommy and Joel was actually willing to help Abby them out of there. Because if Joel and Tommy wasn't there to help her, Abby probably would have been left for dead. So get it, left for dead. But it falls up back to Ellie and Dina, in the same spot where the weed is. Then they're just talking and talking, blah blah blah, where they're like tattoos and they got any like scratch marks or whatever, and just having a casual conversation between each other. And it's quite delightful and it's quite, cute, but weird at the same time because we have someone that shows up. You have Jesse that pops up and he says this.
Did you hear that? Jesse? Just stay there, okay?
Are you okay?
Will you
What's
wait,
going on?
please? What? Just turn around. What are you
Are
doing?
you kidding me? You're supposed to be on patrol.
There's a blizzard outside.
Is that weed?
Why are you here?
People are counting on you. You get that? What we do matters.
Well, then why aren't you at the fucking lookout?
Because Tommy and Joel didn't show up.
What do you mean?
We waited for them for an hour. I was looking for their horses when I saw lights.
Maybe they just went back to town. Without being replaced? No way. How much of their region have you covered?
Not much.
Then we split up. Go at it from different sides, and we can cover the whole thing in a few hours.
I don't like you riding solo. We don't know what's out there.
Exactly. What if they need help?
Okay, I'll head west. Dina can take south, and you come from the east, but be smart about it, yeah?
Yeah.
Jesse was talking about how Tommy and Joel didn't show up. And as soon as Ellie heard that from Jesse, Ellie knew that something was not quite right here. And for this next scene, please get your tissues ready because this one's going to be a very tough one. Tom and Joel and Abby show up to this little house and they show up here and they start talking and it looks really friendly and, they're getting along. But something, as soon as Joel walks in, he doesn't, the environment doesn't feel right. He knew something is going on. Something's happening. This environment, what he feels, it's not right. So this next scene, I'm just gonna let it play it out.
Fuck have you been? There are solar panels on the roof.
Who are these people?
How long y'all been here? Since yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yep.
What are y'all doing out this way?
Just passing through. You two live nearby?
We do. A few hours down the hill. Y'all should come back with us, restock before we head out.
Appreciate it. I'm Mel, by the way.
Tommy, this is my brother.
Joe. Y'all act like you heard of us or something.
Because they have.
All clear?
He's out. Put him against the wall.
Tommy! Get off me! Get off me!
Puta madre.
Joel Miller.
Who are you?
Guess.
Why don't you say whatever speech you got rehearsed? Get this over with.
Tourniquet his leg. Do it.
Don't you fucking move. God damn it!
Clear out.
out.
Stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
As the gameplay switches back to Ellie, Ellie is immediately trying to find Joel and immediately goes to his specific location, and she shows up, and this is what happens.
Joel? Tommy? Where is that coming from? Joel. Fuck.
Pin her down!
Get off me!
Get her hand!
Get the fuck off me!
You got her! Look, you got her! Okay?
You're gonna fucking die!
What's going on?
Let him go!
Who is that?
Let him
She
go!
snuck in.
Why aren't you posted up outside?
We didn't think anyone was gonna show up.
The hell did you expect? We gotta get out of here before the whole town's on top of us. You're done.
You want what I want, right?
End it. Now.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up. No! Fucking kill you.
I am not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I don't like how Naughty Dog pretty much manipulated how the game was actually going to go. What I mean by that is they showed trailers of gameplay, and within about not even 2 hours in the game, this cutscene happens. Everything goes down like this within a few hours into the game. And the way they were showcasing this game, it seemed like it was going to be another story about, Joel and Ellie. And most of the footage that we saw from E3, and reveal trailers, like that gameplay, it was mostly just flashbacks. And that was the most concern, that the community was just so heated, and just the rest of the story after the 2 hours of the intro, it just nothing but sadness and just being down bad the whole time. The whole time me playing that, after that happened, it's even watching the full game before actually playing it, it still hit me, because you feel it at that moment while you're playing the game, and it just hits you harder than a truck hits a iceberg. It's crazy. And it's why would they showcase so much of this footage and just don't show actual gameplay? I know they had to show footage without actually giving it away, but the way they scripted it and how the story shifted so quickly within 2 hours, it's it didn't really seem like this game was going to go this direction just by the look of the trailers and gameplay that we already saw before playing. It just made no sense. But days before the release of this game, that's when people started noticing that all these trailers were just flashbacks, and within 2 hours of the game, they finally knew what that was. They finally knew what that was. After that all went down, Tommy shows up at Ellie's house to give her some food because she needs to eat, and Ellie pretty much tells Tommy that I'm not gonna let this happen. Like, I'm gonna do something about this. I'm not gonna sit here and just let this by. I'm not gonna let this bypass like a thunderstorm. I'm gonna do something about it, and nothing is gonna stop me.
To have the guys that we would need to do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get away with this?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, but that's what's happening.
What if we get hit by hunters again?
Is this you talking or is this her?
That's a valid point.
If it were you or me, Joel would be halfway to Seattle already.
No, he wouldn't.
He absolutely fucking would be.
Well, we don't even know for certain that they're from Seattle.
Washington Liberation Front. That's what you said was on those patches.
What if they stole those jackets?
That's...
What's the WLF move?
What are you doing? You know what? I'm leaving tomorrow. And if you want to come with me, great.
You have no idea what you're walking into. You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care. You can't talk me out of this.
Give me a day to talk to Maria. Okay? There's got to be some folks you can spare.
And if she won't budge?
Well, I'll figure something out. One day. Please.
Fine.
Okay. Okay.
To this day, that is still tough to watch. And oh my God. So the next scene carries over to Ellie at Joel's grave. This is probably one of the, I get cold chills as I'm doing this because it just hits me every time. And just seeing Ellie's face and just her expressions that she makes while explaining to Tommy in the previous cutscene. And now we're transitioned to her at his grave. It's just a sad moment. He goes to Joel's house and looks at everything, and even, touches his jacket and just, he really meant, a lot to her, and she meant a lot to him too. And it's just like, when you see their relationship like end like this within like a few hours of the game, it sucks. Like the way the story just goes, like it's awful. And the details on Ellie when they're walking to Joel's house and how the emotions are affecting the way they walk and what they look like and what is actually going on in the gameplay, it's actually for real. It's like, it's real. It's like, it's not just a normal walk. It's like a sad walk, It's a walk of disappointment, of so much emotional happening, and it just everything at once. It's sad, and it's just coming closer to his house, and it's devastating. As you show up to Joel's house, you can actually play as Ellie as this is going on. You can actually interact with certain things inside of his room, and especially Joel's jacket. That hit me pretty hard because we know his jacket, and from played Last of Us 1, we understand his jacket and the way that Ellie like touches his jacket and the texture of it, and the way how this scene goes on in the cutscene. It's a very sad moment how Ellie just walks around his room and just looking at certain things that really stand out to her from his personality, and just seeing everything, and getting his little revolver, little mini pistol. It's pretty awesome to see that, and I'm really sad. So it's really hard to talk and explain this right now because as I'm talking, it's hitting me pretty hard. So the story is beyond what I expected when I first played this, and good job to Naughty Dog for explaining this pretty good and allowing us to go into Joel's room and actually see what he was actually doing, and like interacting with things things and objects and more complex gameplay of looking around his room and seeing what Ellie's feelings and her emotions are. And it's really sad. In this next scene, it's going to be Ellie trying to get revenge, and they're trying to stop her from actually going to Seattle, and nothing is stopping her from what just happened, because this is literally devastating to her, and nothing is going to stop her, like we said earlier in the video.
Maria, I'm headed to Seattle. I wish I could let it go, but I can't. I have to bring these people to justice. Ellie's gonna try to come after me, but stop her. Take her guns, lock up the horses, maybe lock her up. Buy me some time so I can end this. Love you always, Tommy. He's gonna get himself killed.
He should have taken me with him. You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
I wish I could.
You gonna try to lock me up?
I'd prefer that you stay.
That's not gonna fucking
I
happen.
prefer that you stay, but I know you better. You going with her?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna sneak out of here?
Yeah.
On foot?
Yeah.
I told the stable to let you out with your horse. Grab some ammo, too.
Thank you, Maria.
Just, do me a favor and bring my dumbass husband home in one piece, please.
Of course.
All right. Get going. You're losing light.
So as the next scene rolls in, Seattle day one, and this is where the gameplay officially starts. And my thoughts and feelings going into this next part, I was feeling sad and just unmotivated to even finish the rest of the story, because just all the stuff that happened within a few hours of the game, and some motivation came in, and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna finish this game and I'm gonna fight with Ellie and Abby. I'm gonna fight through the story and do this with Joel, because Joel fought for everything he could. He did everything he could to pretty much protect Ellie, and it seemed like the way they did the story is Ellie didn't really appreciate that, the way they were handling the story and the way the direction it was going. But throughout the game, it was just Joel's death, Joel's death. That's the only thing that repeated in my head while going through this story, and it was really very hard. And I was like, what possible revenge can they do to give payback to what they did to Joel? Like, what can they do other than kill him? And it's a very sad game. I don't know what else to say from this point on here. You guys gonna have your own opinions, but as of like getting on this horse and just running around, looking at the forest and the colors and the graphics look very awesome, and just looking around and just like at this moment, it was hard to really keep going, because this game was supposed to offer a lot shown in gameplays and trailers, and then just within a few hours in, it's like we get this, and then your emotions and your mood changes very quickly, and how the game will progress and the way you think of things, of certain actions and the story and just how stuff will go. It just changes your mood very quickly, and it just gives you a little piece of what video games can really do to you and how the story goes. And it's very important to us how the story goes. And the way that Naughty Dog went for this story is I wasn't really a fan of, but the game was very awesome, and there's different types of open world aspect to the game they added, which is very cool. And you can just use the horse to really explore the undead, and just, you know, grass is overgrowing the the streets and just cars are just rusted off, and the graphics look really amazing here. You can see the reflection of the sun hitting the water, and just the coolest part was just seeing the grass like overgrowing the roads, just because of the infection and like the end of the world type of stuff going on into this gameplay. And just seeing where the story was going to head next, I was just at this point, I just didn't really care, because I was just going through so many emotions of what can possibly happen next. Sorry for that, mispronounced next. I was like, what can happen next? Like, what is the possible thing that can happen? And it's just like, all I wanted for Last of Us 2 was to see Joel and Ellie and their relationship grow. And Naughty Dog and the story of The Last of Us Part 2, it went the opposite direction. And like I said, it was like we got manipulated into playing this game. It's just awful. And throughout the gameplay, you'll have a chance to scavenge through buildings, upgrade your stuff, your resources, upgrade your med kits and your health and your movement speed, and upgrade your weapons throughout, and find other resources, and just, loot. And as you go through certain areas, you're gonna find different puzzles to, at this one point you're gonna find this gate, and you're gonna find like this wire with a cable on it. You're gonna be able to toss it over the fences and trying to turn on the power, and you're gonna find some notes in these drawers, and you're gonna find a map that tells you which direction where to go and keep track where you're actually at. And moments like this is where the game actually starts, because it's nothing but you're fighting for survival. You're fighting for Joel right now, and Ellie is just nothing but disgusted and just pissed off at this moment, and so am I. But I do like the puzzles that got integrated into The Last of Us Part 2 and how the story goes, and just the puzzles and the gameplay, the environment feels more open. It's not like it's just a one direction where you're just tunnel vision just to go straight. The Last of Us Part 2 focuses on a variety of complex gameplay and just looting and just killing zombies, and just finding out that fiction, finding the truth behind what happened to Joel and what caused them to do that, and just follow up the story. And it really focuses on the fireflies and what's going on behind the scenes, and it's just devastating. There is going to be some like parkour moments where you jump in platform to platform. I wasn't really used to doing this inside of a survival game, but it was very unique and fun and more challenging, other than just killing clickers and the infection. And I got quite lost in this, and just like crouching under things and jumping object to object, then mounting over things and trying to jump to a perfect object without trying to fall off. Then the cutscene little gameplay rolls in of you landing on this metal platform, and it's showing it like trying to make, it's like creaking and making a weird noise. It's like I didn't know over here like I was gonna like fall, or like it was just part of the gameplay experience that they implemented, which I thought was pretty cool. Then we jumped over this wall, which was pretty sweet. It looks like we're trying to jump over a border or something. That was weird. But this gameplay is really immersive. You feel really into it, and it feels really good. Like I said, during this playthrough, you're gonna find little puzzles. You gotta turn on these generators, and you gotta use this cord and open this door to this fence. That you can there are interactions you can do with the cord. You can actually like throw it over the fence, or you can like navigate through other things to get to a certain spot. We're pretty much turning on the power at this location so we can get Dina through that gate over there, and that's pretty much our main go at this location. But what's out gameplay without using your head and going through puzzles and trying to figure out what to do next? And it gets you thinking. Then going through our inventory and find this piece of paper that we found just by exploring, and using that to pretty much insert the code into the gate to pretty much open it. And those kind of aspects of gameplay, that's what I like. You just press a button and it just immediately opens. You actually need to navigate through your inventory, see what you find, and see where the code is, and interact with that computer and actually manually put the code in yourself. If you're trying to play the most efficient way, my recommended thing to do is pretty much explore as much as possible and try to find resources or any kind of screws or any health or whatever, so you can use that to pretty much upgrade your stuff in the near future. So, like reload speed and gain health, or gain stamina up, or gain movement speed, or something like that. It really, contributes to your movement and your gameplay, other than just not doing nothing, because I made it so far into gameplay and realized I can upgrade. And I was like, really? I could have done this whole time. So much for paying attention to gameplay. But instead of just rushing through everything, just really explore. I beat Last of Us 2 like twice already. I beat it on the PlayStation 4, then I beat it again on the PlayStation 5, but I have not played the remastered version because I'm not paying $60 to pretty much buy it again. But if it ever comes out to PC, I'll probably end up getting it. But I beat the game twice. I have about probably nearly 100 hours in the game, but I'm not nearly 100% the game or anything. I played it enough to really explain what is actually going on and what to do. navigating through the menus and actually doing the puzzles and what gameplay and the story, and just it's really fun to make these kind of videos so I can explain what is actually going on in the gameplay. So the part that we found a map, we pretty much it tells us where we're directly at, and we pretty much can use this map to really explore these different areas of coordinates that's located on our map. So we go explore, search for resources, loot, maybe kill some clickers maybe, and you can use your horse to really get to point A to point B, so we're not running to every location, so it doesn't take forever. But one of my favorite parts was this location, because it was like semi-open world. It's like, you know what, go do the map, look at the map, and pretty much go where you want to go, as long as you stay in this perimeter and just keep going. So the fact is, it gave you a time to really explore these areas and to take your time, don't rush it. It's really fun and the most unique survival game that I ever played. And Last of Us 2 does it pretty quite well, and I think it doesn't get enough love for that reason. You'll come to this certain point where you're like forced to go into the grass and like sneak and try to blend into the grass so you're not being seen by the clickers. And was a very variety of moment right here, because you're not just running through here and just killing them. You're actually going into the grass and actually hiding from them, or you can sneak behind them, or you can get aggressive, or just straight up shoot them. Either way, this is kind of your decision how you want to play this. And as you see here, I waited for the clicker to slowly get past me, then I went behind him and basically just finished his ass, as you see. And you pretty much can really choose what you want to do, but as long as you don't die, I think that's a plus right there. So as you're pushing through the main story, the game really, it teaches you how to really do the objects, how pushing something over, jumping over the object to get to a certain object to pick that up. That's part of what you need for the story, and moving object to objects, navigating through objects to get to a certain point. Then other than you just, doing something, it really helps you try to really learn to navigate what is actually going on, other than you just not learning this at all until like the end of the game. So this teaches you what to do, because you're going to be using this a lot throughout the story, because there's going to be a lot of navigating through things and, pushing something to near like a high elevated object to pretty much jump over it to get to the other side. And it's more like a strategy. And further into the gameplay, we came across a little interesting thing that's going on here.
Shit.
What the fuck happened here? Tommy did this. This? No way. That was definitely him. He's one of the ones that killed Joel.
Shit. There's another one over here.
I don't recognize him. He was using them against each other. Joel told me about this. You ask this guy a question, but you don't make him say it, you make him write it down. And then you ask this guy, and if the facts match, you're telling the truth. If not,
You fuck him up.
yeah.
East 1. Another gate code?
Looks like it.
This just happened now. He can't be far off.
Yeah.
As we investigated that dead body and found a map and finding the true marks of where this is actually going, We ride our horse out back into town, and then something else happens.
With no infected. Or WLF. Wolves. Whatever.
I still have some of those almond things left if you're hungry.
Not really.
You should eat something. Oh my god.
What?
I sounded like my mom just now.
I'll be fine.
Get the other! Don't lose her! Go!
That made me fucking jump, not gonna lie. You know, I've already played this.
Didn't think I'd ever see you again. How'd you find us?
I asked about a dude with a bitch scar across his face.
It's funny. How many came with you? Just you two?
You can't stop this.
Jordan! You're supposed to be out looking for the other one. What the fuck is this?
You know the smuggler that we killed out in Jackson?
Yeah?
This girl was there.
What?
They're coming after us. That's why Nick was fucked up like that. We gotta get her to Isaac. We gotta tell him exactly what's going on.
Yeah, well, I just got off the radio with Isaac. And we got a new mandate. Kill all trespassers.
Oh, hold up. That doesn't make any sense.
Direct order, man.
No, let's talk to her. Let's figure out what she
I
knows.
don't give a fuck what she knows. You saw what she did to the others?
You have no idea how many people she might be with. This might be an ambush,
I don't care
Mike.
how many people she's with. We will find them and we'll kill them.
Can you just think for yourself for a quick
Jordan, get
second
the
right
fuck
now?
out of
Can
my
you-
way.
Jesus. Come here.
Dina! Are you okay? Mostly. Ellie. We should go. Somebody would have heard the gunshots. Look, she's one of them. Come on. Look at that leader. Was there a TV station on that map? I don't fucking know. Come on. Fuck, Ellie. Go around.
That was a close call. We literally got bombarded right there by the horse going over that barbed wire and literally nearly exploded and got captured. Then we nearly find our way out by Dina coming from the roof and pretty much saving us from a bullet to our heads. We find ourselves stuck in a pickle trying to navigate through these underpasses, trying to hide from the other survivors and pretty much not get undetected. We're kind of stuck in a pickle here. We need to try to get out of this situation without being seen, or we need to go stealthy. We come out of our hiding spot, then we come out and we go stealthy, and then we start taking them down. Instead of us getting shot right here and nothing happens, we actually get shot right here. Then we end up getting knocked back, which is like the coolest part of that so far. That was really awesome. We reach this facility and we get overrun by zombies, and Ellie actually takes her mask off and Dina starts to get worried that to put it back on. But Ellie tries to tell Dina that I'm immune. I'm not gonna get infected. You need to listen to me.
Ellie, your mask. Here, we can share mine. No! Don't take it! Stop! Stop! Ellie, stop! What? No! Ellie, no! Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, you see? Fuck. Dina. Shit. Can you run? Yeah. Yes. Let's fucking go. Go. Get the door! Run, Dina! Ellie! Right here! Don't slow down!
Run, bitch, run! Fuck, there's so many of them.
Hurry! Fuck! Go right! Come on!
Climb.
Dina!
And that part was so cool. We just about got overrun right there. And now Dina's a little hurt. So we have to pretty much protect her and take her to this theater that's right in front of us. And this theater is going to be where we will be remaining for a while. Not for too long, but this is a theater where we're going to spend our time at. Well, not most of the time, but just for a little bit. And we're going to come here and get relaxed and explore this place a little bit. And this is where Dina's going to chill out on the couch. And this is where a safe place for us to stay. But at this moment, Ellie is explaining to Adina that the only person that they know that Ellie is immune was Tommy and Joel. After Eller explaining her she's immune, who she told and why, Dina comes out and says this, and this was very surprising.
Now you know. I can't get you infected if that's what you're worried about. I can't make you immune either. Can you say something? Ellie. I think I'm pregnant. What?
Don't worry, it's not yours.
What are we supposed to do now?
Nothing. I just need to rest for a second.
Are you fucking kidding? How long have you known?
It was late a few weeks ago.
A few weeks? We could have still turned back.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure, okay? I didn't want to be a burden.
Well, you're a burden now, aren't you?
Now, Dina is pregnant. She knew for a few weeks, and Ellie didn't know that. If she probably would have known that, probably wouldn't have took this journey out to this far. Probably would have taken a different route. But it started a little of a heated argument here, and let's see what happens next in the story. Another flashback 3 years earlier, and next part we learn to swim for the very first time. Swimming in this game is actually pretty fun because it adds a little bit of gameplay to it and more mechanics to it, and it just the variety in Last of Us 2 is pretty insane. So in this part we go swimming, we actually go underwater, and this part gets me excited because I hate going underwater because like you can't breathe, you gotta hold your breath, and it's like, oh my god, water. And swimming in this game is very, very realistic because after we get out of the water, go back on land, we can see like the dripping water off our backpack and how much realistic it looks, and the graphics look really good for this. Jewel takes Ellie to the museum because she likes seeing all these different kinds of animals, and her dream is to like go to space and actually see space. And Joel likes to make her dream come true and see all this come to reality. And funny moments like she will turn this knob and the planets will glow up, and Joel will start naming these planets by different weird names, and Eddie's like, okay, I get it. And the relationship between these two is pretty awesome. She later finds a little helmet, she puts it on her head because she wants to go to space, and she gets in this, I don't know what they call these things, some like space tubey thingy. I think you can find these in like a museum and things like that. Once you go in there, this is what it looks like. It came to a part where we had to be stealthy once again, and you could scavenge for other resources on the way. And while doing this, we find some clickers and zombies and infection. And on our way looking around, we see
What the hell are you doing here?
I think I'd let you do this on your own.
Jesse,
Where's Dina?
she's safe. She's just sick.
What kind of sick?
She's fine.
Christ, there's a lot of them.
Hey, how hurt are you?
I'll be okay. Your friends out there rushed me. No warning, no nothing.
Tell me you didn't come alone.
Give me shit about it later.
You're a fucking idiot. You know that, right?
Yeah. Right. See that truck?
That's your plan.
We need to get some distance.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Hey, be smart about it.
Okay. How we searching?
Trespasser.
the part's getting more crazier. We use a machete to take this guy out. We pretty much clear this whole backyard of where this house is. I try to use a bit of my pistol gameplay here. I got shot, so it actually shows the animation there. It's actually pretty cool. Other than just getting shot and your character does nothing. In this game, when you actually get shot, it actually shows your animation of getting like pushed back a little bit and, you know, actually putting on the bandages and actually showing it. I think it's pretty cool. It's not like Fortnite where you just like slap a med kit on your arm and then you have it on. It's basically the same thing, but you can actually see the animation of the bandage being on our arm, which is pretty cool. So this part got intense real fast. We hop in a vehicle and Jesse is driving and we're trying to get the hell out of this place. And while we're trying to get out, we're just getting swarmed by enemies, and on the way there, it's gonna be like zombies everywhere. This part was pretty insane, really immersive, and how we're traversing to shooting these enemies and trying to pay attention to protect Jesse while he got attacked by a survivor. Shot him in the head. That was a cool effect. We literally saved his life, and we're pretty much going back and forth, saving his life. Then we're gonna be shooting enemies right over here next to these cars, and the vehicle is gonna be moving, and we have more enemies coming in an army truck, and it just gets more insane. And it feels like we're playing like Need for Speed but like type of Fast and Furious going on here. We're fighting the other enemies while we're trying to move. It was really hard to hit my shots right here because the vehicle just kept moving around and jerking me. And it actually felt like we're in a moving vehicle and see all the dirt flying everywhere and getting headshots. That dude's head was completely gone. And the animations and the blood splatter on the window is just very graphic content. You can actually see like the bullets on the windshield there, which looks pretty cool. That car just ramped off the edge there. And as we like bumped into a pole or a tree here, you can see the window get shattered and Jesse kicks that window open and it gets even more interesting. We're getting bombarded by zombies that keep pushing us and we pull our pistol and it seems like it has limited ammo at this point, but we're not getting out of the car, I guess. But we're getting trapped by a zombie. Jesse saves us from a zombie. Then we knife that zombie on the right side, and that zombie goes completely gone. And we ran over like 20 zombies there. And we got a clicker on our freaking hood right here. So this is pretty wild. And then a moment where the truck is just going down the hill, ramp over the hill, and just into the water. Then we have to quickly get out of the car. And it's showing like a third-person perspective of us drowning inside of the car. And the clicker right there, you can see the blood and you see the water, the bubbles going up, and as us drowning. And now we need to get out of here. This was a very interesting part, and it was one of my favorite parts of The Last of Us 2 and swimming in the cutscenes. Ellie and Jesse make their way back to the theater where Dina is, and they make a little surprise appearance.
Oh my god. Jesse.
Hey, Dina.
Oh, hey. You okay?
Nothing, a little sleep won't take care of.
No, at this part, it feels like Ellie at this part right here, she feels really underwhelming and like unhappy of what the situation is going on of her being pregnant and her being helping Jesse out and her situation of them together. The Last of Us 2, it feels like this game depends on with too many flashbacks other than trying to continue the story of directly where we're at. And that's my only bad part about Last of Us 2 right now is because the flashbacks got really like, 2 years earlier. It's like 4 years earlier, 2 years earlier. It's like it just these flashbacks, these constant flashbacks really drag me away from the story of The Last of Us 2 because I just want to play, learn the main story, and it feels like we're doing like a side quest of a game or something. This doesn't really feel like it's the main story, but it's giving us more backstory of when Ellie was younger and we're pretty much teaching us how to use a gun with Tommy and killing zombies in distance, learning to hit our shots with a sniper. And like, it feels like missing pieces of a puzzle when we play these kind of parts. And after that's over, we get to play with Joel, and it makes sense because he died within like 2 hours of the game. So these flashbacks they just make no sense. The story, I start to get disconnected on these flashbacks. I don't know why. I feel like the flashbacks are just not part of the main campaign. It's just my opinion. I feel like it's just there's something missing from these parts. It just doesn't make sense to me. One of the coolest parts is getting to this certain house and we were just getting overloaded with so many zombies and clickers. It felt like I was playing like a zombies wave based from Call of Duty because how many wave of zombies were coming and it was just so many of them. It felt really overwhelming and just such badass pulling our melee weapon out and just beating the hell out of zombies with our bat, and just that angle that the game puts us at when we use our melee weapon, it looks very good. And it just everything in the game, once you get hit by a zombie, you can see the blood on your screen. It looks pretty good. And the snipers can be really hard to use. And a dodge mechanic can be really cool also. When you dodge a zombie, it actually goes with the camera of it going out of the camera. So it feels really good when that actually happens. One of the craziest parts is while we're trying to move between these walls and try to move silently so the zombies can hear us, Ellie accidentally hits a little pipe and we get bombarded by this boss clicker that just absolutely massive. Like when I first saw this thing, I was like, what the hell was this thing? And we had to pretty much maneuver around this small room and just keep shooting him. And he will like charge at you and just do massive damage. And I try to use Montaves to really burn him down. The effects this guy has, the boss, between Ellie and Joel is pretty insane. So he can pretty much attack any of us. And the dodging mechanic will go pretty well with this. This is like pretty much a boss fight. And I wish this game had more boss fights, but this was a cool one. Using my sniper, using my Molotov, and he was still on fire, and he was pretty hard to kill. I mean, it took a while. There's gonna be cracks between these walls. You can traversal between each side of the room to get to the other side, so you can pretty much try to dodge the boss. But the boss can ram through walls, so I'll watch out for that.
It was too close.
Sure. But we fucking did it.
Yeah, we sure did.
And Ellie, it came to the point where Ellie brought up the moment where what happened inside of the hospital, and this is the cutscene that led to this, and she always has to mention it to him.
See what it is?
Yeah. Okay.
Ellie!
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel.
Huh?
I think it's them. The couple that ran away last year.
I think you're right.
Jackson is a wonderful place, but we got tired of hearing the stories of people suffering everywhere else. We wanted to save lives. We had good intentions. We didn't make it an hour before running into a horde. Now we're bitten. We've decided we're gonna end our lives instead of turning. Please tell our family and friends that we're sorry. Love, Adam and Sydney. I shot her. I can't take my own life. I'm a fucking coward. Adam.
Jesus.
Only they were immune, right?
Well, let's go get Tommy and we can get these bodies back to Jackson. Yeah.
After you took me out of the Firefly Hospital, you said there were dozens of people like me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they told me.
I've never met another immune person before. Have you?
I could be hiding it. You do.
Do you believe that?
Is now really the time for this?
We traveled across the entire country to bring me to the Fireflies. I had so many questions for them. Why did you pull me out of there while I was still unconscious?
Because I let them run their tests. And when I saw that they were useless, I got us out of there.
How do you know they were useless? Maybe if you just would have given them more time, they could have figured something out.
There was no cure. There's nothing that could help these people or anybody else. I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. But they ain't. And we need to get these kids back to their families. Is there something else you'd like to rehash?
No.
Good. Come on.
we finally show up to the hospital and we get another cutscene.
Don't scream. Put that shit down. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
What do you want?
Abby was here earlier. Where'd she go?
I don't know. You shoot me. The sound will have every soldier come running.
You'll still be dead. Tell me where she went and I'll think about letting you go.
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have. Or maybe you should have stayed the fuck out of Jackson. Where's Abby?
You still hear his screams?
What?
I hear them every night. Yeah. Yeah, that little bitch got what he deserved.
You fucking...
Somebody, please!
So, this pretty much started a little chase between her and Ellie tried to chase her down quickly as possible until they got into this red, bright hallway.
No, wait.
Back up!
Put your gun down!
You can walk away from this, okay? I can...
Shut the fuck up!
Gun down! Hands up!
Get back!
You have nowhere to go. Get downstairs! Take her out!
Max gone!
What the fuck's the power doing on?
So the WLF soldiers tried to stop us from trying to kill her, and we had to bring the fight to them. And we obviously did. I used Molotovs, I used as much equipment as possible. I tried to switch my pistol and my shotgun and try to shoot them as much as possible. This bright red room is freaking insane, so I'm pretty sure this is the hospital that's causing that redness to go. And the shotgun is pretty nasty to use. I think it's really fun to use, and it's really good. So I try to use as much cover as possible, maneuver around the room quick as possible. And this part was really cool, and I don't see how the clickers or zombies not are trying to attack the soldiers, which is very rarely.
Hi, Nora.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Where's Abby?
You're breathing spores. You're her.
You Firefly?
There are no fireflies anymore.
Where's Abby?
I'm fucking dead anyway. Why would I tell you anything?
Because I can make it quick. Or I can make it so much worse.
Think about what he did. How many people are dead because of him?
Last chance.
I'm not giving up, my friend.
Ellie heads back to the theater.
It's me. Ellie.
Are you okay?
Christ. Is that your blood?
She's hiding out in this aquarium.
Okay. Come on. Let's get you cleaned up. Arms up.
I made her talk. It's okay. I don't want to lose you.
I think one of the coolest parts are really driving the boats in this game. I don't know why I thought that was so fun. Just driving the boat and maneuvering in the water and just really exploring everything. It really changed the pace of the game. It just the boat was so cool to the ride. I don't know why it was so cool to me. But going up against another boss that we fought earlier was one of those weird clicker bosses. And I feel like this was just copy and pasted from the previous one, which it was kind of easy, but the boss can like rant to start toxic shit at you, which I just kept throwing Molotovs at him, so he'll stay on fire. Maybe I'll take away some damage. And they're pretty easy to kill, but they eat a lot of your ammo and they cause mass destruction around your area, which is pretty cool. It adds more unique gameplay other than just fighting regular zombies or clickers. But this boss was pretty cool, and I killed him actually pretty quickly there. And I guess fire is really their weakness. Ellie fights through the storm, swimming across the ocean, and we end up at the aquarium.
Back from that island.
Times has Abby risked her life for you?
She chose this. I'm not fucking going there.
Then don't! Go back.
Fuck you, Owen. Hands up. Where's Abby?
You're that girl from Jackson.
Tell me where she went. How do we know you won't kill us?
Give her what she wants and we're dead.
You guys can survive this. I just need her.
Bullshit.
Come here. Fucking get over here! Point to where she is on this map. And then you better fucking match up.
What are you doing?
She's probably dead anyway.
It is not worth it.
Stop!
We can talk
Back
about
the fuck up! Point to where she is. Fucking point! Tell me where Abby is. Where the fuck is she?
This part is crazy. Ellie killed Owen, which was the boyfriend of Abby, and she killed the person that was pregnant. And that is like, she is getting like insane flashbacks of that. She's getting some like, she's probably gonna get some trauma for doing that. And that part is crazy. After what Ellie did, Abby ends up showing up at the theater, tracking her down, and oh boy, does it get fishy really quickly.
It's better. Shit! Jesse, stand up! Hands in the air, I shoot this one too.
Don't you do it, Ellie. Get out of here.
Stand up! Now!
Don't you fucking dare!
Shut the fuck up! Fuck. All right. Stop! Stop! Toss your weapon. Toss your weapon!
No.
I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. There is no cure because of me. I am the one that you want. Just let him go. You killed my friends. We let you both live. And you wasted it.
I'm literally losing brain cells for how many flashbacks there are. It pisses me off during gameplay. I want to find out what happens next, not flashbacks. And it just, Abby comes to the theater and just she kills Jesse, and it's just like after that it really rolls back into Abby when she was younger, playing as her. It's basically going through what we did with Abby with earlier, but she's younger. Like I said, I don't like how Naughty Dog explains the story through flashbacks. I really don't mind it, but through the character we're playing, the story before Ellie killed Owen and Marlene, and it can get really confusing very quickly. One time it would be continuing the main story, then the next would just be a flashback of what happened before. I understand what they're doing. They're trying to explain the story of before what happened, and just to tape it together and for it to make sense, but it can get confusing very quickly and very fast. So later down the line, we come across this mini boss fight. Then she does something that totally unexpected. Literally bites her ear off. Like, oh my god, I bet that's painful. That probably took a lot of strength, probably. Not really, but I can't believe she bit someone's ear. Then right here, she tries to get captured here. Well, she doesn't try, but she's gonna get captured here, and she gets smacked by a hammer. We end at this place after she gets smacked by a hammer and gets captured. She is dragged into this stormy, wet forest with a bunch of people with torches, and something goes down very interesting.
They are nested with sin. Free them, that they may know mine. Yara! Where is the other apostate? Clip her wings.
Yara. Demons are coming. Cut her down. She's one of them. Lev. Watch your backs.
So you're pretty much getting saved by getting Lily getting hanged to death, just about, and you're stuck in the center of this place where you need to defend yourself with your hammer, and there's gonna be a lot of clickers and zombies gonna be pushing you at the same time, and you just basically need to defend yourself. Right, you're just getting bombarded by so many of them, and there is so many of them, it's unreal, and I felt really overwhelmed right here, and I even went down. So the finisher and dying is nuts. After that part, fighting off the undead, you get to fight this huge lady that you bit the ear off of, and you basically beat the shit out of her until she freaking dies, and you do a massive finisher at the end.
You guys all right?
Yes.
We pretty much get to a safe place, and we basically, Yara's hand is completely gets destroyed because her arm was beaten by a hammer, and the pain that she's probably going through is probably ridiculous. And the fact that Abby is going out of her way to help these people that she doesn't know is actually pretty fucking awesome, and also wholesome too. So it's pretty good that the story's leading this way. She's helping people, but I still can't accept that what she did to Joel. So never forgiving her for that. I am not showing the next scene because YouTube will pretty much block the video if I show that next scene, and it's let's say they make love to each other and they bang out after fighting, which is a very awkward moment in this story. The good thing is that Yara gets the help that she need, and later down the line, I think they have to chop off her arm because how bad the arm is actually infected, and it's pretty severe. You can see how red it is. Abby and Liv are on a mission to cross a massive skyscraper to get supplies for Yara. But for being afraid of heights, this got my butt hairs sticking up like crazy, like a bunch of palm trees. Abby reaches this camp to find supplies, and also this is before Ellie killed Nora. And oh my god, the flamethrower is so much fun to use. Probably one of my favorite weapons to use in The Last of Us Part 2. And we come across this big guy, whatever this guy is. So this boss fight was quite annoying at times. You had to do is just keep running in circles and quickly grab any ammo or supplies quickly as possible before the boss catches you, and just shooting, popping shots at him. He also transformed into another boss, which makes it even more difficult. This one I died numerous times on, and it was just very obnoxious and annoying every time you tried to run around a corner, or he was always just there. So if you don't like, hurry up and grab ammo quick as possible, and he will just literally one-shot you. He's like obnoxious. And I created a routine where I just kept going in circles, grabbing ammo, and just kept hitting pop shots at him, then just learning the dodging mechanics. It was like I was in the freaking UFC or something. As you see here, I was like on a fist fight, man. I was knocking him out, man. I was like dodging left and right, then I started getting hit really bad. Like, you know what, I gotta stay back a little bit and try to heal. And it's hard to find healing and supplies at this moment because you're just trying to scavenge for stuff quick as possible, and it's just quite hard to do that at the same time as trying to find the boss at the same time. It was quite hard. They came back with the supplies, and Yara no longer has an infected arm. They fully chopped it off, cured it, and she is all fine and dandy. One of the coolest parts was going through Haven. The destruction of it burning down, they did a really good job of the colors. This is probably one of the better areas in the entire game. Once you enter this area, it's nothing but incredible. Well, it's not incredible of the fact that the place is burning down, but the way it just looks so real and looks so colorful and vibrant. It looks really good. And we came across another boss. How convenient. And I might blur it out because YouTube might block this, how bloody and gruesome it is. But other than that, that's that.
Find a boat.
And Abby came back to the place they were staying at. I think it's an aquarium. And when she returned, she looked and saw what Ellie did, and she literally had a breakdown.
Is that... Stay behind me. Be careful. Abby.
And this is the part where we left off, where Abby shot Jesse right in the head, and this is what the part that leads up to it, but we played Abby's part before this happened. Now it's leading to this part.
Wait till you see this, you son of a bitch. She gonna love it.
Hands up. Back away from your shit. I said back up!
making a big mistake.
Don't fucking turn around. Lev, keep your bow on him. Get on the ground.
You gonna kill me like a coward?
You fucking people. Jesse, stand up! Hands in the air, I shoot this one too.
Don't you do it, Ellie. Get out of here.
Stand up! Now!
Don't you fucking dare!
Shut the fuck up! All right, stop! Stop! Toss your weapon. Toss your weapon!
No.
I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. There is no cure because of me. I am the one that you want. Just let him go. You killed my friends. We let you both live. And you wasted it. Wait! Get off of her! Move me! Come on. Stay here. Watch the exits. Don't let her leave.
And this is where the game forces you to make decisions. You're pretty much playing as Abby versus an Ellie, and it's pretty stupid because you're literally forced to actually kill Ellie at some point or even fight her at this area. And it's just the fact they force you to shoot her, especially the main character, and play as a new character and kill the main character it's kind of screwed up how they did this. This part was really cool. If we were playing as Ellie, it would have been a whole different story. But the fact is we're playing as Abby, trying to hunt her down and basically trying to kill her. It sucks how they played this out, and I'm not really a fan of it because I wish we wasn't playing as Abby trying to kill Ellie. I wish it was just the other way around. And basically we have to like get her down and basically get hits on her so we can do it multiple times so it counts toward our takedowns against Ellie. And Dina tries to come in and help her, but she gets knocked down as Ellie is bleeding on the floor. The nose is bloody, and Abby has a knife to Dina's head, and she's also pregnant. And then we have Lev sitting there watching everything happen at once, and it's very overwhelming of all these parts coming together like bits of string tied together, and that's basically what is going on here.
She's pregnant. Good. Abby. Don't ever let me see you again. Come on.
So it immediately cuts to a house in the middle of a field, and this is where Ellie and Abby are at. And apparently Abby had her baby without them even showing it. So they literally cut that from the story, and it just didn't really show what exactly happened. But, Ellie helps Abby take care of the baby. She goes outside, takes the baby for a walk next to the tractor, and she goes out to the farm to put all the animals inside the barn. Then this is what happens to Ellie when she's inside the barn.
Come on, little dude. Come on, little guy. Do you want to eat?
home. We're home. Breathe, breathe.
I
Okay. I'm gonna take him, okay? Come on. Come here, sweetie. Come here.
Sorry. I don't know what. I was just bringing in the.
It's okay. Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Hey.
Oh man.
It's good. Haven't had any excitement in a while. Hmm?
Basically, Tommy shows up at the house and he's still alive. Yes, he's still alive. And Tommy wants to convince Ellie to pretty much finish the fight, honestly. And Ellie did not agree with it at all because she promised Abby that she wasn't going to do it. And then she changed her mind.
He's getting heavy.
No, he's just a big ball of muscle.
Town's good. Maria good?
Oh, she's fine. We're taking some time apart.
Sorry.
Nah. We talked about it a lot, and yeah, it's what we both want, so. Okay. Come sit. I got something to show you. So I've been putting out feelers for months now. And this new guy heard my story. He told me about a woman that he traded with while he was moving through California. Described her as built like an ox, traveling with a kid with scars across his face. He said they're living along this coast in a beach sailboat right here. That's gotta be her.
We're done with that, so.
I'm sorry.
Well, I can't go.
I know.
All right. Reckon it's easy. Forget about her. You sitting all comfy way out here?
Hey.
I'll make her pay.
Tommy.
That's what you said when we got back to Jackson.
Tommy.
What a joke.
Can you take him, please?
Yeah. Here. I got you.
Hey. What the fuck was that?
Nothing.
God damn it, Tommy. You know what we've been through.
Say it. She made me a promise.
I don't fucking care.
I know you don't, dear. That's your goddamn promise.
Hey. Hey.
Man, it's been a while since he slept this long, huh?
He had a day.
Yeah. He's fine. Go back to bed. We'll talk about it in the morning, okay?
I have to finish it.
You don't owe Tommy anything.
I don't sleep. I don't eat. I'm not like you, Dina.
What? You think this is easy? For you and for him, I deal with it.
I love you.
Prove it. Stay.
I can't.
So what? I'm just supposed to sit here and wait for you? For God knows how long? Just thinking you're fucking dead the entire time?
I don't plan on dying.
Yeah, well, neither did Jesse. Or Joel. Hey, stop. Hey, come on. We've got a family. She doesn't get to be more important than that. No. I'm not gonna do this again.
That's up to you.
It goes into the next cutscene here that Abby is trying to contact the Fireflies.
Is this frequency currently in use? This is... Do you see a call sign anywhere?
Oh, what?
It's a short list of numbers and letters. Fuck it. This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? Standing by. Is anyone out there?
What's this?
Those are frequencies. Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Is anyone out there?
Are these other Firefly outposts?
I don't know. Can anyone hear me? Hello? Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Hello? Hello? Is this frequency currently in use? Hello, this is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? If anyone can hear me, please reply. Please answer.
Hi, Abby. We got a clear signal on you. Where in Santa Barbara you calling from?
2425 Constance. We got a tip about a base, but there's no one here. We're looking for fireflies. I'm a firefly.
Where were you stationed?
I was part of the Salt Lake outpost.
Who ran that facility?
Dr. Jerry Anderson. He was my dad.
Well, how about that? We pulled everyone back from the satellite stations and brought them back here to home base.
How many of you are there?
We're about 200 strong now, with a few more every month.
Owen was right. You're about to get 2 more. How do we find you?
get to Catalina Island. Approach the large domed building in Avalon. We'll find you.
Okay. Okay, we'll see you soon. Over and out.
Looking forward to it. Good luck, Abby from Santa Barbara. Over and out.
Come on, let's get back to the sailboat.
Okay, fine.
And she thought she was getting saved, then this happens.
Stop! Don't kill her now. It's all right. Come here, let me see you. Ready?
Wait, what are you doing? Wait. Fuck, man!
You're fine. Get that little one.
Don't you fucking touch him!
Shit. Catch.
Immediately after that cuts off, Ellie is inside of the ship on shore and she's creating her plan.
Where did you go from here? Two, 4, 2, 5 Constance. Yeah, that's gotta be it.
This location is one of my favorite locations toward the end of the game because it feels more open. It's like more vibrant, and it's like more sandy and like tropical area, and it feels really aggressive. And Ellie feels like Tomb Raider right here. It's like hard to explain, but the way like combat works in this area is really cool and clean, and I like this area a lot. This left Ellie hanging upside down from a tree, and fellow strangers come upon her, and she's trying to get answers to see where the hell Abby is so Ellie can capture Abby and get this over with.
See? We got a live one.
Bitch is fucked up. I'd be lucky if she lasts a month. Can we please just say we're done for the day?
Yeah, get that thing down. Let's reset the trash.
Really, man? I mean, is she even worth the trip back? It's not like...
Hey, get you?
No. I'm good. Something funny?
Looks like you shit your pants.
Fuck you say?
Oh, bitch.
Oh, you like funny, huh? Get up.
Come on.
Get up.
We don't need
No,
this.
man, she's fucked up anyway, man. Come on. Yeah, it's funny, right? It's funny.
Serious?
Come on. Laugh.
Wait. You said Abby. You're looking for an Abby, right? We picked one up a couple of months ago.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no, big girl. Blonde. Arms like mine. She had a scrawny kid with cuts by his mouth. Yeah, that's her. You let me go. I'll tell you where she is. Get to her before that infection takes over.
Talk.
She's in a holding cell in our camp.
Where is that?
Head that way till you hit the railroad track. That'll lead you to a resort. We keep them in the tall, round building. I swear.
Traxter Resort. Tall round building. Traxter Resort. Tall round building. Fuck.
Over here! Aim for his leg!
We'll go back.
Is that a gun? He's got a gun!
Go back!
God damn it.
Shit. All right.
Fuck did he get a gun? Tell the others to search the area. Make sure he's the only one that got out. Watch out for infected.
Yeah.
I find out anyone helped him. They're going in the fucking pool.
Ellie heads to the location where they hung her from a pole where Abby is at, and Ellie went to that location, and then stuff goes down, and it seems like Ellie doesn't really want to finish the fight, but Abby didn't want to start it. And it seems like a weird fight between these two at the end of the game here, and it felt really awkward and weird. But I don't know if Ellie forgives Joel for what he did, but I guess it leaves us all questioned everything.
Abby. I got you. I got you. They're both this way. I can't let you leave. I'm not doing this. No. I'm not gonna fight you. Yes, you will. He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this.
Go. Just take him.
Ellie shows up back to the house, and she shows up, and basically the house was totally empty.
drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but it's not bad.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. She just, I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
So stupid.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Yeah. I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
I'd like that.
Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep. myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts, I've no need for any more.